Hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of the Get a Clue Marketing Show. Now, in this episode, we're actually going to diverge into a webinar for my Passions to Profits course, okay? And this is going to be exciting because you're going to learn a lot of different things about how to take your passions and the things that you love to do, and you're going to be able to find out exactly how to make money at this. You know, there's a lot of people, maybe you're in this situation where you need a job, you need something to do, you've been looking for weeks and they just don't want to talk to you. You know, maybe you just have been thinking about this for forever and you finally are going to do something about it and monetize what you love to do. You know, now this could be, you know, arts and crafts, it could be hobbies, it could be just sharing information with people, and I'm going to show you how to monetize that because I've done it. You know, so we're going to delve right into it, and we're excited that you're here. Thanks a lot for showing up because I believe that you're going to learn a lot of stuff. Take notes, you know, get rid of the distractions. Try to stay offline and shut off your notifications, okay? Because you don't want to miss this episode and this webinar, Passion to Profits, okay? All right, so let's get started. Occasionally, here's a couple of disclaimers. You know, the income that I show is not necessarily going to be what you're going to make, okay? You know, I worked hard for that money, and but we're going to show you how you can do the same. That's what we're all about. So that's an income disclaimer that you may make more money or you can make less. All right. And then the other disclaimer, this is technical. So anything can happen. You know, a light could blow out, the sound can go, you know, all these type of things. The camera could go out. So I just wanted to make that clear, give you a heads up. So I want to thank everybody for coming. You know, we got Cheryl on the line. We got Steve, Ricky, Gina, Sue. So yeah, I'm excited because we got all these people on the line and they all want to ask, you know, various questions on how to take your passions to profit. So without further ado, we're going to get started right now. Okay. So start with the first screen. Okay. Now this is, I picked this picture because I live at the beach. Okay. I love the beach. I always have. All the way since I was a kid. I remember, you know, when I went camping with my parents and my family, we came down to Myrtle Beach in 1978, I believe. And I always remember when we got close to the coast, you could see through the trees and it was just a horizon. And then you knew you were at the beach. You could smell it, you could feel it. And it's always been a passion of mine. We'd always go, every summer we'd go to some type of beach. So that's why I picked this because, you know, so many people work 50 to 52 weeks out of the year just for a 1 week vacation down at the beach. So I think it was appropriate. So let's keep moving, okay? We're going to discover the 3 different ways to transform your passions into profits, okay? Because we know that if you take action and you take you're focused, you can do it. You know, you can do whatever your mind and your heart leads you to do. So we're going to go from concept to creation. Okay, we're going to talk about products and services, how to plan, how to structure, how to execute, all this stuff in this webinar. All right, so first of all, who the freak is David Deke? Okay, now that's me. I'm, you know, coming out of the sand there, and that was a cool shot in the background. This guy made an octopus on the beach. It was really cool. Had to take a picture of it. So, okay, so, you know, I'm a musician. You know, I don't necessarily call myself a musician because I'm really a percussionist. I play the drums, I play the congas, timbales, all that stuff. But I started when I was 11 years old. That is a passion of mine. This all falls into a passion of profits. You know, maybe you're a musician and you got songs in your heart, you got songs recorded, but you just don't know how to get that out there. So we're going to tell you how to do that. But anyway, I've been doing that for years. I play in a church band. I've been doing that since 1994, and it's been great, okay? I've been a marketeer since 1986, okay? And I got involved in high school, junior year, and I got to appreciate my high school, because down in the South, they don't have all these areas of, trades, shop class. They don't have, marketing and business. They just don't have it there. So I was fortunate to go into those schools. I owned my first business right after high school. I was graduated. It was July 1987. Started my first business. It was selling water filters. And, it was cool. Yeah, let me tell you something. It was hardcore selling. If any of you done door-to-door, business-to-business, calling up people, trying to get appointments, it's tough. All right? And I just came right out of high school getting into this. But, I was making $1,500 a week. So anyway, I was going to college too, so it was the perfect opportunity. If you're in an MLM or network marketing, this is great for going to college and making money on the side. I'm telling you, I did it. Got the marketing degree. All right? Excuse me. So I got my marketing degree, and I took off. I moved from Connecticut to Myrtle Beach in 1990, the day after Thanksgiving. And it was appropriate, too, because Thanksgiving, we had the reunion, and, all the family members, all this stuff. So it was appropriate the day after. Boom! I moved to Myrtle Beach. I took advantage of my passion of the beach, and I took off. You can, too. I'm telling you. This stuff is possible. So I landed my first corporate job. It was the 5th largest cable company in the world. Started out as a CSR, customer service representative. And I went from there. Within a year, I got promoted. Under a year, I got promoted to pay-per-view manager, pay-per-view coordinator, okay? That was in the marketing department. It was great. I just went right into it. But I had the entrepreneur bug again in 1996. So I left corporate America on April 15th, 1996. And I never looked back, I'll tell you. I got into internet marketing in 96. Got my first website in 97. I owned and partnered 7 different businesses between, 1987 all the way up to present. My milestone was I partnered with another guy that made $405,000 in 9 months. That's powerful. That's a milestone. And survived 3 midlife crises. One when Adelphia went bankrupt, 2001. The construction business crashed. That was 2007. And had cancer and lost my hair in 2010. So that was interesting, that was crazy stuff, but had to do that. Anyway, so we built docks, we built boat landings. This is stuff. That picture you see on the top was our first job. We made about $96,000 on that. It was great, Here are some of my numbers of my last business, and so I can walk the walk, talk the talk, because when you have a budget of $10,000 a week, that's in expenses alone. You got to have your head in the game, okay? So I was in charge of the finances, and my partner was in charge of spending those finances. So that's another story, but I just wanted to show you what that was all about. All right, so the question is your passion profitable? All right, so this is a controversial subject. Some people, especially on the Shark Tank, they'll say, no, it's not profitable because you're too emotionally involved. There's not enough money in it. You can't go long term. It turns into a chore, okay? Well, A lot of those things are possible, man. And I've experienced all of these traits. For certain times in my life when I was passionate about something. There's real people out there doing it. I wanted to show some examples of some people that are already doing this, okay? Rosalind Gardner, I saw her speak at the big seminar. She's making $40K per month starting a blog with gardening and seeds, okay? That's how she got started. It's crazy. And John Lee Dumas, I should have put that in there. He's making about $110,000 a month doing Entrepreneur on Fire. It's podcasting and things like that, interviewing other people, other entrepreneurs. Armin Morin, I've heard, I can't really know the numbers here, but I heard he makes $1 million every 18 days. And that's in internet marketing software. In fact, I was his first customer when he came out with the ebook software, ebook cover software. And the guy's a genius. And Gary Vaynerchuk, he's $50 million a year, started a passion for wine and started talking about that in YouTube. So these people are out there doing it, and they started small and they scaled. Okay, so you have something inside of you that you want to get out, and you want to see if there's a market for what you have to do or what you love to do, okay? So the first thing that you want to do is starts with market research, okay? I'm gonna show you some ways that you can get started, and you want to write these down, okay? These are keyword tools like Google. Type in Google Keyword Planner, go there and find out, get an account set up with Google, and find out who are using those type of search terms for what you have to offer, okay? There's another tool called SEO ebook. Type that in, and you're going to find another easy way. There's a free keyword tool in the middle of the page that you can sign up for, okay? And then Keyword Spy, which is it's got a free trial, and then it moves into a paid service to find out more. I mean, you could find out 10,000 keywords, okay, with these type of tools. So, those are the type of things for free. Here's some other things that you can find out if there's somebody looking for your products and your services that you want to create. Facebook groups, okay, you can find a niche there. Find out how many people are in the group. If there's only, 150 people, then move on to the next one. You know what I mean? It's kind of common sense. And then forums, trend sites, how active is the forum? You want to use Google Trends, you want to see how popular it is, and, are people talking about it? So these are the things that you can do for free to do your research. Okay, so now we're talking about the product cycle. Which stage are you in? I got this online. I thought it was really cute. Cute. Did I say that? I thought this was pretty clever, okay? And this all has to do with Apple products. I remember when I had an MP3 player, that was the market introduction stage. Then it grew into the growth stage with more better, sleek looking MP3 players, and it just kept moving, and then it moved to the iPhone. Also, when it hits maturity, when you hit the maturity stage in your products, that's when you have to diversify, and hopefully you have something else in the back pocket. Now, Apple, all this time, had another division just working on phones. I'm sure of it. And, they perfected the MP3 player and merged it with iTunes and iClouds, and then they were working as they were going through the maturity stage. They were building the phones, so the next product that comes out when they hit saturation for the MP3 players, then they're ready to introduce a new product, which was the iPhone, and the rest is history. But this is what a product cycle looks like, okay? You got your introduction, growth, maturity, and saturation and decline. That's, if you're developing a product, when it's starting to decline. Better late than never, but you should be doing it at the maturity stage, okay? So here's the secret formula for writing your book, okay? I'm going to just give you some bullet points here. You might want to take notes on this. Phase 1 is from your passion to your book. It's better to write all this stuff down as you're going along. Take notes and turn those notes into a book, okay? So here's the formula, all right? Number 1, it starts with the concept. What the heck are you writing about, all right? And write all that down. And what's the outline? You got to write an outline and write out all the topics about your passion, about, what it is that you want to do, what it is that you've been doing for years. Write out all the different things that people can ask you questions about, in order to achieve those results. Set a deadline, to help focus you until it's complete. Like in 30 days, you're going to finish this. In 60 days, it will totally be complete. You'll have a website. You'll be promoting it within 60 days. Set a deadline. Okay, start writing, write the way that you would talk to people. Now, I use Dragon Speak software, okay? This makes it easier. All I got to do is either videotape myself or use the audio memo on my phone, and then it translates it, okay? But you can do that if you're not good at writing. Just express your thoughts through audio. And number 5 is to take a break from writing for about a day to regroup. Now, sometimes I've gotten to the point where I could just do it in the morning. I'll write it down. In the evening, I'll look at it again and fix some things and have some more ideas, okay? The reason why you want to do that is because you just, first you're brainstorming, you're writing everything down as soon as possible, everything that comes to you about topics, questions. Take a break either, for a day, come back to it, look at it, reframe it, categorize it, and all that good stuff. I'm telling you, it comes natural after a while. This is where you proofread it. Give it to a friend, have them and things like that. Number 7, write the final draft and double check everything. Double check your punctuation. Double check your statements. Double check spell check. Spell check doesn't always work, so just give it a good run through. Number 8 is create a cool title and a book cover. Hire it out if you're not a graphic designer. Fiverr.com and hire it out, okay? You can go to Freelancer or Elance and all that good stuff too. Number 9 is to publish it on Kindle, Amazon, Nook, all those places, Google, and sell it from, I don't have time to go into the selling of it, but you want to start your ebooks from anywhere from 99 cents all the way up to, it could be up to $12.99, okay, depending on the content, what you're training people to do. And then number 10, market it everywhere, okay? Everywhere your audience is, that's where your book needs to be, okay? Blog mentions, set it up on your own blog, do the keyword research, and get that set up, okay? So here's I wanted to show you this graph about ebook growth because it's amazing. In North America, 2016, 10,905. Now that's millions, okay? I mean, look at this graph here and see how it just blew up from 2009 to 2016. It's just blowing up, okay? North America reads the most, okay? Here's another chart of that. All you got to do is look at the bars. The revenue is just growing and growing, okay? This is in the billions of dollars. And Amazon helps make that happen with Kindle. You can also go over to here about dummies. Make a book about, how to do something. I wanted to show you this slide because I wanted to show you 250 million books in print and more than 1,800 titles. Who says that you can't be published by For Dummies, okay? It's a brand that you can get into and you can market on this. You can have them market for you. Okay, so here's some more samples, all right? This is all the way back in the early 1990s, okay? I created my first book, Key Secrets to Internet Wealth, and how to turn your personal computer into a cash machine. And then I did a quick start guide, and that was a package for $49.95, okay? That was first. I wanted to show you this picture that I'm not making this up. And it was cool. And then I gave them a free little booklet on how to become a winner. When you're doing physical products, you really should give people bonuses. Or, if you're doing digital products, give them a bonus to say, hey, that was cool. And if you notice, I had a software floppy disk of some other tools. And I can't even remember what it was. I can't read the thing. But, yep, so there it was. That's when I got started. I'm looking at, I see a quote there for 2002. So it had to be, I went digital with this. I turned it into a digital product. Look. So I made it into a digital product. That's how you do it. If you wrote a book right now and you want to change it into digital, it's so much easier now. You can do that, converting, your Word document into a PDF, and there it is, okay? And then you have a cool website cover. All right, so this is what I did. I just turned everything. This is another book that I created. It's how to make over $1,000 per week promoting businesses, okay? I turned that into a digital book. This is when Amazon was really moving forward. Here's some other books that I've recently done. 501 Easy Ways to Make Money at Home. In fact, you can get that over at the Get a Clue Classroom, all right? Here's another thing that I created. I created a digital CD where I can hand out to construction workers that were able to take a look at what I had to offer, okay? I made this into a CD. I gave it to somebody, and within 7 days I got a contract doing multimedia. All right, that's what I used to do. This is the disc. This is what I'm showing you. Okay, see, I had a passion for graphics. I had a passion for internet marketing, but I also needed quick cash. I needed to make money for my family. So I went out and I started my own construction cleaning business back then. And this is, I did it with a video, and this was for multimedia presentations. And I was doing that too. So I was doing it all, man. You have to survive, especially down here at the beach. Okay, so let's keep moving. The next step in your phase and passion is definitely going to be creating your own course, okay? Number one, you start with the basics and the overview of what it is that you're wanting to teach, okay? This is easy stuff to gain momentum for your customers, okay? Just lay down the basics of what you're going to teach, what you're going to produce. Number two, get into the meat of the course, the how-tos. Use PDFs, use videos, use screen capture, use PowerPoint, use MP3s as they're driving back and forth to work. Believe it or not, I love video, but, I listen to podcasts. So I convert my videos into MP3s so people can hear that. I transcribe videos or MP3s into audio files. I just said that, yeah. Number four, I review and create an action plan to get subs started, okay? So, every once in a while, I'll go to you. If you're, part of my students, then, I come up to you and say, hey, how you doing? Have you created an action plan? What's the deal? How are you getting more subs? Oh, you need help with that? Great. I'll help you out with that, okay? So that's how you do it. That's how you, continue to build your course. Create irresistible title for your course. Graphics, make it pop, make it stand out. Passion to Profits. Believe it or not, I have seen other people do webinars on Passion to Profits. I've seen people create ebooks on that. It might be worded a little bit more. Number 6, build website properties on WordPress to showcase your books and your products, okay, and your courses. All right. Number 7, promote your course using cross-channel promotions. And what I mean by that is, when I was in the cable business, we did cross-channel promotion, okay? A local restaurant, a local car dealership wanted to advertise on the cable networks, USA, TNT, ESPN, ESPN2, who else? I can't remember all of them. Well, that's it, okay? That's like a 4-package deal, and they want to promote their commercial, what was it, 30 minutes after the hour, on these channels. That's what they call cross-channel promotion. Now online, it's YouTube, it's Vimeo, it's your blog, it's Google+, it's, Crackle, it's all these different video sharing sites. So very easy to do. Just manually do it, share it on Reddit, we can go on and on. If you become a student or you become a student of the Get a Clue classroom, or you want me to coach you, I go over all these different marketing tactics on how to promote your course, how to promote your book. Anyway, enough of that. Number 8, test your ad copy and marketing efforts, okay? Rinse and repeat. That's it. Here's a course that I did back in 2009, I think. This is about basic cable TV installation. Now, let me tell you something. I'm still making money off of this course after all these years. And in fact, you can check it out on Udemy. Just look up that title, Basic Cable TV Install Training, and how to become a cable technician, okay? Made me thousands and thousands of dollars, man. I showed earlier. But so this is what a course looks like. Obviously, it's not a physical form, but it gives the appearance that you're going to get all these videos, okay? And you are. It's just that it's on a cloud and not a physical. They can get it instantly instead of wait in the mail for 9 discs, okay? I made another course called the Take Action series. Now this, I did 16 videos on all the different tactics that you can use online. Now, granted, the internet's changing a lot. So, there's some techniques in there where the principle works, but the software or the websites might not be there. So I'm just forewarning you about that. But I made that. It was a course. I wrote down all the different topics that people wanted to know where to promote their stuff. All right, so I'm going backwards. This ain't good. And then finally, the Passion of Profits course, okay? This is a course that I did. I'm, filming on location at different places, and I show you step by step how to do that. And so this is just like an extension. This webinar is an extension of that. Sony Vegas Pro, I did a course on this. It's a coaching course. Shows you exactly how to do intros and outros and special effects, green screen effects, how I can be transparent, and be on the page. All this stuff on this course. So what's next, okay? The next phase of your book, of your course, is coaching, consulting, and personal training. Now, I'll tell you later on how you can do that with me, but let's talk about how you can do this, how you can set up personal training. Okay, this is where the real income is made. This is how the internet gurus are scaling their business, okay? This is how they can work, 3 weeks a year and, pay for the whole year for their expenses. Okay, you show them how to do it and what to do. All right, number 1, you create a video campaign using videos from your course. You give them a teaser on what you have available, on what you can provide for them. Number 2, promote and use advertising for free training videos, okay? White pages, PDFs, get them to sign up to your list, okay, if they want more information. Number 3, deliver your training using autoresponders, okay? Use Aweber, Constant Contact, MailChimp, There's other, autoresponders out there. Just what you do is you set up a sequence of events or videos, links in your email that goes out to your list, and you can time them every day, every other day, whatever it is, once a week. This is how you can train via email, via online, okay? So you can divvy out white pages. One day it'll be white pages, one day it'll be PDFs, one day it'll be a video, okay? Number 4, create online webinars like I'm doing right now, okay? Promote it all the way to the end of the sales funnel. And this will help you gain credibility. This will help you gain trust. When they could see your slides and see that you actually did it, you actually made money online, and you actually, well, if it's not online, offline, it don't matter. Just this is how you gain credibility and trust, okay? Go live and start recording your webinars through Google Hangouts. I use Google Hangouts. It's free. There's a lot of people out there that will show you how to do that. And I don't have time to go into that right now. All right. Engage in asking questions and a call to action, okay? On everything that you do, everything that you put out there, have some type of question and a call to action, okay? Like, what are you going to do now? What are you going to move forward, or what do you need help with right now? Number 7, give out your link for a consulting application, all right? So that way people, if they want your consulting, they want your coaching, give them an application to see if it's a good fit for you. Like for me, when I'm getting coaching students, now I don't want everybody that wants $1 million in 30 days. I mean, it's impossible unless they have that type of intelligence. But if they don't make that $1 million in 30 days, they could come back and say, hey, your stuff doesn't work. I don't want that. So I want to screen people that I work with, okay? Number 8 is follow-up, okay? You want to follow up with potential clients, okay? All right, so here are some other course samples that I've come up with. This is a new, relatively new website that I did. It's called the Get a Clue Classroom, okay? This all is part of my brand. And when you go there, you can sign up for free to get the Passion to Profits. All right, so I show you all the, if you become a member, I show you how to set up your courses. But this is just a screenshot on how you can create your course or your courses and lay it out like this so that people can see what do you have to offer. Okay, for example, in my case, I got script writing, social networking, video marketing, life stories, music production, marketing 101, etc. Okay? So let's recap on what we talked about. We talked about taking your passion and turning it into a plan, okay? It's very important. Number 2, structure your passion into writing a book, creating a course, and being a consultant or a coach, okay? Number 3, how to set up each component and deliver your product to people in your niche market, okay? People that are looking for the things that you want to create and the things that you want to do. So if you would like more information, you can register for free over at the getaclueclassroom.com. If you would like personal coaching, I did a page for that, okay? You can go over to the getacluemarketingshow.com/coach, okay? Just write that in there, and there's a video in there to show you more in depth on what I can help you with, okay? All right, so it's time for questions and answers, okay? So let's get started. Questions here that I've been holding on to, and let's get started with that. Okay, so Cecilia asks, when do you know that it's time to take the plunge and create your own product and be able to scale? Well, that's a great question, because I had to get to the edge of that cliff when I was going to leave corporate America and go after what I wanted to do, what I love to do, is get out there and have that freedom. And I'll tell you, you will know because there's a seed already, that you're thinking about it. But the more you focus on that seed and the more you make it develop, you'll notice that things start falling into place as you're taking action, as you're gaining momentum, as you're working, whether you're working part-time, whether you're working full-time. On your job, you'll be thinking about it all the time. Maybe you're thinking about it all right now. Okay, but your passion, your products, your service, whatever you have to offer has to, be like 3 or 4 times your income. You have to bring that in because times are tough out there. And if this job that you're working at now is paying the bills, then you need to stay focused with that right now until your product, your business, okay, overtakes that. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. And then, like I said, that's all part of scaling. You can scale while you're working full time, by outsourcing those tedious tasks, and pretty soon you could just put in your notice and you're out there free. Steve asked, how much is it going to cost to get started? Okay, well, it depends on your product. Okay, now we're just talking about you putting your thoughts on paper, turning it into a book, and then digitizing that to an ebook. Okay, your cost can be anywhere from under $100 all the way up to thousands. I suggest anything under $100 for services like graphic design, services like proofreading, services like writing, taking your MP3s, translating that, having somebody translate that and proofread it. Okay. So you can do all that over on Fiverr for, under $100. You can have all these services. So that all depends on what you want to do and how you want to break into the market and how you want to get started. Okay, you can go big or you start small and then gain momentum that way. Ginny asked, where do you promote your blog or your fan page? And I say everywhere that's in your market. Who's paying attention to you? Who is doing what you want to do? You can use relative videos, relative blogs. You can comment on other people's blogs, which gives you a link back to your blog. Facebook pages, you can like other people's pages that is a similar niche, and then you could grab that audience to you, and then there's always advertising on Facebook. Now, I will say this, we talk a lot about free advertising, but if you really want to get in front of the people, you want to go for people that are interested in what you offer, okay? And you can, scale that down from, 50,000 people all the way up to 2 million people that are in your niche that you want to promote your product to, okay? So there's free and there's paid. Paid is faster. And, you get your results, you'll be able to quickly change, wording, change your ad, change your stuff because you'll be testing on that. All right. Ricky says, how do you start writing a book? Okay, now this is a good question because of the fact that I really didn't know where to start when I was doing mine, okay? But what happened was I was able to list out all the different topics. I still do, let me scratch that. I don't like to read anymore. I listen to audiobooks. But when I did read before MP3s, what I did was I saw everything broken down into chapters. Chapters about a personal story. Chapters about how to do something. Chapters about topics on, where to go from here. Okay, just list everything out. List everything out, do a cluster about, all right, so if I wanted to install my cable, first thing I need to do is get tools. Second thing I need to do is go out to the pedestals. Third thing I need to do is put a fitting on it. You know what? These type of things. So just lay out everything, brainstorm your first day, right? Everything about your topic, and then start, like I said, take a day off, then come back, regroup, and start categorizing your topics. Sue asks, is there a market for hobbies like sewing, crochet, art, and all that good stuff? Well, absolutely. Take a look up those keyword tools that I told you about with Google Keyword Planner, SEO ebook, Keyword Spy. Okay? Type in sewing, type in crochet, type in patterns, sewing patterns, type in art, art studios. Look at all those keywords that are related to your niche, related to your passion. And then say, wow, you're going to be really surprised at how many people are searching on a daily basis for what you love to do. So be encouraged by that, okay? Be encouraged by that because that's going to keep you going, all right? Anyway, that's all I have to offer this time. I know I'm running long. I hope you got a lot out of this Passion of Profits webinar. And if you have any questions, email me. Don't be afraid to email me. If you like that other information, again, just go to the Get a Clue classroom, sign up for the free course, and if you want coaching, go to the getacluemarketingshow.com/coach, okay? I'll be glad to help you out. And this is David D. from the Get a Clue Marketing Show, signing off. And it's time to turn your passions into profits.